EVs have burst into the mainstream market in recent years, and zero-emission vehicles have steadily increasing, and decreasing in price as well. This year, shoppers will be able to choose from an array of at least 10 new all-electric vehicles, that cost less than $40,000. But shopping for an electric vehicle requires a different mindset. While a gasoline car can be refueled in just a few minutes, electric cars take longer to recharge, making them less than ideal for long-range driving. The trick is to think about how far you drive in an average day, and how often you'd have a chance to charge up. If you can plug in at work or at home, an EV could be a great vehicle for you. Overall, it's an exciting new segment in the automotive industry. Stay with me, as I work you through my top 10 most affordable electric vehicles. Mini has been in and out of the EV business. This year, it's back in, with an updated version of its electrified Mini Cooper. The small front-wheel drive hatchback is powered by a single electric motor mounted under its hood, that generates 181 horsepower, and 199 pound-feet of torque. The battery pack is under the floor, which gives the electric a low center of gravity, and preserves its cargo space. 3 trim levels are offered, with prices starting just over $30,000, but its 32.6 kilowatt-hour battery pack is small. So range is limited to just 110 miles. But it's aimed primarily at people who live in cities, and probably don't drive long distances. And with a claimed 0 to 60 in under 7 seconds, it's pretty quick. Mazda doesn't offer an electric vehicle, or even a hybrid. So the new MX-30 is kind of a big deal. It represents the brand's first EVs, and what the company calls its first step in Mazda's multi-solution electrification strategy. The subcompact crossover has a sharp exterior design with a coupe-like roofline, and rear hinged back doors. Initially, the MX-30 will be available as a purely electric vehicle that uses a 35.5 kilowatt-hour battery pack. An electric motor making 144 horsepower, and 200 pound-feet of torque. Power is sent to the front wheels, with up to 124 miles of range, and starting price of $38,000. The Hyundai Ioniq electric hatchback is an all-electric version that costs about $34,000 and has an impressive combined fuel economy rating of 133 mpge, but its battery pack is small, and its range falls near the bottom of current EV offerings. This year, the Ioniq's battery capacity increases from 28.0 kilowatt-hours to 38.3. This has expanded the car's driving range from just 124 miles to 170 miles. The Ioniq's horsepower also increases from 118 to 134, but the powertrain's refinement could perhaps be better. To entice new buyers, Hyundai has recently given the sprightly front-wheel drive hatchback a mild styling update, a larger infotainment touchscreen, and more active safety features, including adaptive cruise control and automated emergency braking. Now in its second generation, the Nissan Leaf has never been that good-looking EV, but the compact 5-door hatchback has been around for decades, and it's one of the best-selling electric vehicles in the world. A full redesign last year and increased its range. Two versions are now offered, the basic Leaf, with a 40.0 kilowatt-hour battery pack, and the Plus, which costs about $7,000 more. The Plus gets a 62.0 kilowatt-hour battery pack for radically more range, and a more powerful electric motor for better acceleration. Range jumps from 149 miles to a very respectable 226. Both versions of the Leaf are front-wheel drive, and offer spacious cabins and a long list of standard and optional technologies. But it's not as fun to drive as its main rival, nor can it go as far on charge. When the Chevy Bolt debuted back in 2016, with a range of 238 miles and a price below $40,000. The front-wheel drive hatch seemed like the electric revolution most Americans were waiting for. Unfortunately, its homely little hatchback body turned many people off. This year, Chevy updated the Bolt's lithium-ion battery pack that's mounted under its floor, increasing its capacity from 60.0 kilowatt-hours to 66.0. According to the EPA, these changes have expanded its range by 21 miles, for a total of 259 miles. That's more than a Tesla Model 3 Short-Range Plus has to offer, and the Bolt's 200 horsepower motor provides respectable thrust, with a 60 mile/hour time of 6.7 seconds. Introduced just last year, the Kia Niro EV has flown largely under the radar. That's unfortunate, as it offers considerable range, space, and style for a fair price. Part hatchback, part crossover, the 4-door front-wheel drive Niro EV is powered by the same 201 horsepower motor and 64.0 kilowatt-hour battery pack used in the Hyundai Kona electric, and 239 miles range. It's quick, with a 60 mile/hour time of 6.5 seconds, and feels solid on the road, but it isn't very sporty to drive. 2 trim levels are available. The list of standard features is long, and includes adaptive cruise control, lane centering assist, blind spot monitoring, automated emergency braking, keyless entry, and 17-inch wheels. Kia updated the EV with new headlamps, and larger infotainment screens. Chevrolet has expanded its electric vehicle lineup by introducing the SUV-inspired Bolt EUV electric utility vehicle, which offers a more spacious cabin than the Bolt hatchback, as well as more rugged exterior styling. Under the hood is a 200 horsepower electric motor that's powered by a 65.0 kilowatt-hour battery pack, and a slightly reduced range of 250 miles. It affords a few inches more legroom to rear passengers than the Bolt EV, and offers GM's semi-autonomous driver Super Cruise as an option. Nissan already has the Leaf hatchback in its EV stable, but the automaker really needs an electric crossover to appeal to SUV-hungry buyers. The Nissan Ariya, a crossover SUV with a compact footprint but lots of utility. Even though the automaker hasn't said much since the Ariya's reveal last summer, but we do know that the base model will start at around $40,000, there will be an all-wheel drive option, and the longest range model will travel up to 300 miles on a charge. Hyundai Kona Electric is an excellent all-electric subcompact SUV. With spunky driving dynamics, impressive driving range, a generous warranty, a spacious interior, and attractive styling, the Kona checks all the boxes. Plus, it's competitively priced, offering an EPA-rated range of 258 miles on a single charge for less than $40,000. If you were hoping for all-wheel drive, however, you're out of luck. It isn't offered on the Kona Electric. A 64.0 kilowatt-hour battery pack feeds a 201 horsepower electric motor, which drives the front wheels. Volkswagen wants to sell 1 million EVs by 2023, and the ID.4 is where they'll start in the US market. First edition ID.4 models are already sold out. They come with 20-inch wheels, a 12.0-inch infotainment touchscreen, and a rear-mounted motor that makes 201 horsepower. The ID.4 Pro is the starting trim, with the same standard rear drive motor as the first edition. A 302 horsepower dual motor all-wheel drive drivetrain is coming later in 2021 for $3,601 more. The EPA estimates the ID.4's 82 kWh battery pack can power at 250 miles between charges, putting it near other SUVs like the Kona Electric.
There is something rewarding about not having to go to a gas station. You get up in the morning, it's fully charged, you can drive and you're coming back. You know what? You don't have to watch what the price is doing on the gas station anymore because you can just go home and plug it in.
The Bolt EV has 3 types of charging: level 1, level 2, and DC fast charging. You can use level 1 charging at home. The vehicle comes with a portable cord set.
And that's basically a standard plug that plugs into your outlet that you probably already have in your garage, similar to what you plug a leaf blower into. For the average American who's driving maybe 40 or 50 miles a day, they'd be able to get an overnight charge right out of the box.
Level 2 charging is 240 volt charging. Same outlet as your washer or dryer. With the Bolt EV, you can get up to 25 miles of range in 1 hour of charging. We launched a partnership with Merit to make it easier for people to find electricians to come and install their level 2 charging station. With DC fast charging, this is the highest level of charging. So you may see a DC fast charger at a mall or a grocery store or along the highway. And this is really used for either longer road trips or for people who may not have consistent access to home and or workplace charging. The Bolt EV has such a high range that there are many days that go by where I don't have to charge. It's more like charging your cell phone and not as much like fueling your gasoline vehicle.
We know from our customers that up to 90% of charging is all done either at home or at work.
The fastest way to charge at home is using the level 2 charger, which is up to 5 times faster than level 1, and it's an available option getting a unit installed at your home.
We launched a partnership with Merit to make it easier for people to find electricians to come and install their charging station.
You can fill out a survey through the Chevy website, take a couple pictures of your electrical panel and where you want your level 2 station installed, and then you'll actually get up to 3 quotes from qualified electricians local to your area. That's my favorite thing about the car is, being able to fuel at home. So I'm starting every day with a full charge, and it's the greatest thing.
As a society, we have this gas station mindset of I have to find a gas station, but I charge this vehicle at home. Just like my laptop or my phone, I plug this thing in when I go to bed, and in the morning it's fully charged and ready to go.
So when you get your Bolt EV, you have a number of options when it comes to setting your charging schedule. And we make it easy for customers to program their vehicle. For example, location-based charging allows you to set your vehicle preferences to maybe start charging at 11 p.m. and then every time you're back at that location, the vehicle remembers that schedule. But anytime you're trying to charge outside of that location, your vehicle will begin to charge immediately. And we also allow for what we call priority charging, which is I'll set my vehicle to start charging as soon as I plug in, and we will allow it to charge until 40%, and then we'll taper charging based on when it's best for the grid and when your utility may be giving you the lowest rates. There's 2 ways to think about it. I go back and forth. Some weeks I don't charge my vehicle until I absolutely have to, and other weeks I plug in at every opportunity I have. Everything can be done from within the vehicle. And customers can also check the status of their charging and how far along they are through the My Chevrolet mobile app. I always say charging takes me 5 seconds because it's truly just the time it takes for me to plug in my vehicle. Yes. Taking a road trip in a Bolt EV is very easy.
Bolt EV gets an EPA estimated 259 miles for a full charge.
The charging networks out there are installing a lot of public charging. You don't have to necessarily go out of your way to find a charger. It's there where you would expect it to be.
Right now, there are over 2,800 locations where you can DC fast charge in the public space. And it makes it really easy. You pull in and you plug it in, and within 30 minutes, you can get up to 100 miles.
And General Motors is continuing to work with our partners to make sure that the availability of public fast charging stations is even better over time. We've provided the Energy Assist feature through our My Chevrolet app. The My Chevy mobile app will pick stations for you based on the most efficient route and the fewest number of minutes you need to spend at any given charging station.
And it's constantly monitoring the weather outside, it monitors the terrain, so it knows elevation, monitors how you're driving.
And if you need to charge somewhere on your way, then we'll suggest to you where you should stop and for how long you should remain plugged in there.
Not only does it give you access to the location of the charger, but it also gives you dynamic data.
They'll let you know which one of those stations are not only there, but are available, because we're getting real-time data on the use of the chargers.
Between the Energy Assist feature of the My Chevrolet app and the availability of public fast charging stations, taking a road trip in a Bolt EV could never be easier.
We have an active thermal management system that allows us to either cool or heat the battery pack by flowing fluid into the pack. So in an extreme winter condition, we're able to heat the battery, whether that be in your garage on the charger or while you drive down the road, and we keep it in a safe and efficient temperature zone. One of the special things about electric vehicles is there are no emissions. We don't start the vehicle in a conventional manner where we start the vehicle and let it warm up in our driveway. In our case, if you have your vehicle plugged in and charging overnight in your garage with the door closed, you can precondition the vehicle.
So essentially what that does is it gets your vehicle warmed or cooled to the right temperature for you while you're still plugged in and using energy from the grid rather than depleting your battery, just getting up to temperature. So in my case, right, in the morning when I'm getting ready, I'll just really quick hit remote start on the My Chevrolet app. The car starts in my garage while it's plugged in and my steering wheel's warm, my seats are warm, the whole cabin's all comfortable, and I don't even really have to bear the elements. Being able to use one device like an electric motor in so many different ways, sometimes simplicity is elegant.
The Bolt EV is equipped with a regen on-demand paddle. Instead of using a hydraulic brake, you can reach up and grab that paddle.
When you're slowing down, we're using the electric motor as a generator to capture that energy and put it back into the battery.
In the Bolt EV, we offer a low mode, which is essentially one pedal driving.
In that mode, you'll be able to control the vehicle to a full stop using just the accelerator pedal.
As you speed up, you depress the pedal. As you find a speed that you're comfortable with, you hold the pedal steady. And as you pull back on the pedal, you actually turn the motor into a generator and create energy that is stored back in the pack. Even if you are in one pedal drive and you want a little more braking or you want to take a little more control of it, you can use it in combination with regen on demand and maximize the amount of regenerative braking that you're putting back into the battery system.
You're not getting as much wear and tear on your brakes, and it's so much smoother using an electric motor that way. It's one of those features that you just can't live without it once you've had it.
The Driver Information Center keeps you informed on how you drive. The configurable Driver Information Center keeps vehicle information always in view, and you can customize how you want data shown based on 3 configurations: Classic, Modern, and Enhanced visual modes. Confidence Gauge provides estimates of the longest and shortest range scenarios based on current vehicle conditions and climate settings. Use the steering wheel controls to see your distance traveled with Trip Display. You can also view your average speed, following distance in seconds and tire pressure. You can even use the display as a timer to track your travel time. For an even more tailored experience, use the system controls to access the personalization menus to customize vehicle features. The Driver Information Center puts you at the center of it all. When behind the wheel, you'll never have to guess how you're driving. You'll know. Bolt EV helps you stay prepared for the road ahead. To activate your account, push the blue OnStar button or call to speak to an advisor. In the unlikely event of an emergency, crash, vehicle theft, or other unexpected situation while driving, a specially trained OnStar advisor is ready to help 24/7. You don't have to leave connectivity behind. You and your passengers can stay seamlessly connected with an available 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot. To set up your Wi-Fi hotspot, push the blue OnStar button and an advisor will walk you through the steps. Or you can easily set it up yourself by opening the OnStar app on the display screen. Select Wi-Fi hotspot to display your hotspot name or SSID password and connection type. After initial setup, your vehicle's Wi-Fi hotspot will connect automatically to your mobile devices. Bolt EV helps you keep connected and protected with every drive. The My Chevrolet mobile app helps you make the most out of owning your Bolt EV. Optimize any drive with Energy Assist. This feature uses key vehicle information like current state of charge, driving conditions, and real-time weather to help you plan your route more efficiently. If you need to charge on the go, the app can help you plan where to stop along your route and pinpoint charging stations near your destination. Even when you're not driving, the My Chevrolet mobile app can keep you linked to your Bolt EV. The Chevrolet Connected Services Remote Access Plan lets you control certain vehicle features from anywhere. Start your car or unlock the doors by using the remote key fob or voice assistance. Your smartphone becomes your command center, allowing you to see certain vehicle data right from the app. Check your charging status and program the best times to charge with delayed departure. And when your charge is complete, your Bolt EV will send a text or email notification. You can even receive plug-in reminders. Enhance your ownership experience with the My Chevrolet mobile app and connect to your Bolt EV even when you're not near it. Active safety features have a default setting to help keep you more aware on the road. But if you ever need to customize a feature, the vehicle personalization menu found on your display screen is where you would find them. Use the system controls from your display screen to access the personalization menus. Locate the menu items you want to customize. From the menu items, select the feature. This will allow you to turn the feature off or on and make other modifications that may be listed. Or you can return to the previous screen to access other personalization menus. Every driver is unique, and Bolt EV is designed to fit your needs. Bolt EV comes with Michelin self-sealed tires that can help you keep traveling after a puncture. If a nail or a foreign object punctures the tire tread, an inner sealant layer closes the hole to prevent air from escaping. This means your tire stays inflated until you're able to have it repaired, so storing a spare isn't necessary. And driving without a bulky spare not only frees up more cargo space, but also reduces weight to help increase range. Bolt EV helps keep you moving, even when the road tries to slow you down. Bolt EV helps keep you seamlessly connected on the road. With Bluetooth technology, your vehicle can access your phone features, including contacts and music. Pairing your phone is easy to do. First, check your device to make sure Bluetooth is turned on and it's in discoverable mode. Then follow a few prompts. When the Bluetooth device and infotainment system are successfully paired, you'll be able to access your phone contacts and music through the vehicle's display screen. Your contacts list will download automatically no matter where you go. It's easy to stay connected when you keep it smart and simple.
The display screens can help you drive smarter in a number of ways. In the cluster, we have both a confidence gauge and a power gauge. Confidence gauge is part of our range estimator, and it will predict how many miles you can drive based on the state of charge of your battery. Your previous driving style and the weather conditions all factor in to that range estimation. So the confidence gauge will help you understand if you're driving more efficiently or less efficiently, and the power gauge will show you where your energy is going, whether it's going out of the battery or back into the battery. And then in addition, we have several energy screens in the center stack that can give you like a report card of how you have been driving.
If you're driving with a heavy foot or heavy acceleration, it tells you how much energy you're using. Or if you're using regenerative brakes, it shows you how much you're saving.
The range impact screen will break down the 4 key factors that go into your range that you're getting on the vehicle. So those are technique, terrain, climate settings, and outside temperature. What it does essentially is, while you're driving, it will tell you for each of those categories the effect that that is having on your range in miles. As time goes on, I think you get really comfortable with it, and you may not need those features as much, but when you need it, it's there.
Bolt EV helps make you more aware of your surroundings when driving with the available rear camera mirror. The rear view mirror doubles as a video screen, giving you a wider, less obstructed field of view behind the vehicle when compared to a traditional rear-view mirror. It really comes in handy when you're changing lanes and checking for other vehicles and traffic conditions. Since it's important to keep that camera view clear, anytime you wash the rear window, the washer fluid is sprayed on the rear camera at the same time. The available HD surround vision camera uses 4 strategically placed cameras to create a virtual bird's eye view of the vehicle. All camera viewpoints seamlessly merge to transmit a high-definition side-by-side digital image on the display screen. These innovative features help you see driving through a whole new lens. Bolt EV has functional space for all your things and room to spare. Multi-purpose consoles with a sliding armrest and generous storage bins keep your items easily accessible. The storage area under the instrument panel is available to tuck smaller things away. The trunk features a deep well with an optional false cargo floor for additional storage while creating 2 tiers of cargo space. Thanks to 60/40 split folding rear seats, you'll have the flexibility to transport larger shaped items whenever you need, or fold down both seats flat to maximize cargo space, which makes loading and unloading easy. Folding down the rear seats is easy to do. Just pull the lever on top of the seat back to unlock it, then fold the seat back down. When it comes to making space for you and your cargo, Bolt EV delivers in every way.